Good morning out there. I see Lucinda's out there uh, trying a different mic on here, so it's going to take a while to adjust it out. Supposedly, it's not supposed to echo, but who knows? Noreen, good morning. Uh, As you can see, the title out there is talking about attitudes, and I'm trying to keep this thing from vibrating so bad. I'm getting a feedback here. Not exactly. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. I brought a bunch of buttons in here to try today. I don't know if they work or not. Hmm. I guess that was for dancing. Don't know.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in there. All right. Everybody can hear him. Hopefully, I haven't distorted my voice too much with this. It was working okay, and then now I'm getting a rattle. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just uh, too loud or not loud enough, or just what's going on. Phyllis, good morning. Well, the reason I put up their attitudes, it seems like a lot of people are getting more upset than ever out there when they're describing insignificant channels like mine. Seems I'm in their heads or something, but they sure enjoy raising Cain about me. Not, I guess he didn't have too much more to talk about, and they keep trying to second guess what I'm thinking about or what I'm saying. Seems like there's a group of people up there that uh, can't understand what people are talking about, and it's disturbing to say the least when they come up with things that are so far off course that don't make sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You have to laugh about it, and seems like when I'm on there, I get a lot of this. Yep, they ask the same question over and over and over. They want to see they yell at me. Don't know why. Now there are a couple. Yeah, they clap. Not sure if it's for me or against me, but they put those on there. What I did is uh, my equipment. I've had it for a long time, and I very seldom use it. At least not on YouTube. And so I thought I'd bring it along today and bore everybody with this stuff that don't really make a whole lot of sense. Let's see. Now, now I turned my mic down a little bit and got rid of the vibration. Can you still hear me out there? I'm trying to break this in. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Lucinda says yes, she can hear me. Okay, what do you think drives an attitude out there? You think it's the people you listen to, or is it your own opinion that's driving the attitude out there when you display it? Let's put it that way. Good sense will control it for you, but it doesn't really change an opinion. But an attitude is hard to hold back If you notice when you're out there, when you've been pushed enough, you start getting upset, not only with other people, but everything around you. And it sometimes it seems a little uh, foolish when you go back and listen to it. Unfortunately, when you use a venue like YouTube or whether it's X or Rumble, any of those, when you go back and look at it the next day or a week later, you think, why did I say that or do that? Because somewhere in that week's time, you've either changed your mind or realized you should have changed it. One of the two, at least on my part. Uh, Hi there, Gigi, Yvonne. Glad to see you in here this morning. Not a whole lot of us in there. I didn't put a lot. I didn't put a lot of advance notice out there. I wasn't going to stay on here too long today. I just wanted to give you something to think about for one of our upcoming videos, since I like to do them somewhere mid-morning, and I don't want to interfere with any others. I noticed it looked like yesterday there was one channel out there that seemed to be extremely agitated. I, I'm not sure exactly why. They seem to think their manhood was challenged in some way, I guess. They couldn't wait to get on here to try to demoralize anybody that disagrees with them. And with me, I just look at it and kind of laugh it off, kind of like this, if I can find it. That's what I think of the way they presented themselves, and they deserve the laughter. That's right. Uh, they deserve the laughter for sure. And I'll tell you what they can do. Yeah, they can kiss my butt. They don't like it, they can go somewhere else. That's the way I look at it. But they would like to drive everybody's opinion out there. And I think even though they can't get a high percentage with the number of people they have following them, they get enough of them out there that they inundate the airwaves out there. Now, some of them tried to, yeah, an instigator wants a reaction. Yep, they do. And it's up to us what kind of reaction we give them. And we can do it mechanical like I just did on here. Yeah, see, that's they're always on there doing something like that, aren't they? Yep. Well, we can go that way, or we can say, if we want to be popular, I guess we got to pretend like everybody out there loves us or they're in love with us. And we know that that's not true. There isn't any two of us that react the same or think the same or agree with anybody out there all the time. And even though we get hard nosed about it, there are times where we do agree. And I don't say you have to agree with me at any time. If you're here listening and participating, most of the time I'd say that's a positive thing, not a negative. And a lot of times I do let somebody get on here and get a little negative on it, as long as they don't keep it up too long and are willing to at least listen to the other side as well. See you on there, Silverheart and King Paco. Welcome this morning to this little chat. I was just trying to figure out how we come up with our attitudes more than anything. Uh, One thing that I think drives some of these stations that I see out there, I really believe in a lot of instances it's for the drama and money and the combination of the two. To make the money, you have to have drama. And it gets old sometimes trying to come up with new things. Consequently, what they do is they'll come out to a small channel similar to mine and take everything you say apart, put it back together in a different context to explain how they come up with their attitude that they're trying to give to you. So my advice, if there's any at all, is listen to what you want to listen, obviously. Go where you want to go, but at least open your mind up so you can think through the process of who you want to guide you, because whoever it is going to get that attitude of yours up or down, as the case may be. And to enjoy life, you have to enjoy what you're listening to and agree with it. That doesn't mean you have to limit your opinion. It just means open the mind up and let it run its course. That's what it means. Well, that's kind of my advice for the day. I don't have a whole lot I can tell you other than simple things drive people. And it doesn't make the people simple, but the people that are around you can make you look that way. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So many people try to turn everything around and double talk it, and they don't make sense. Uh, and it's not because of lack of intelligence on my part. I can guarantee you that. It's just a lack of their uh, command of English and the meaning of the words that they're using out there. And what they're trying to do is limit what you listen to. That's what they're trying to do. I would like you to listen to the world so that you have an overall view of the things that, so you're not limited to choices. And none of us should be limited to that, and our Constitution tries to keep us from being limited that way. And I notice out there right now there are a lot of people that are trying to limit what we do. And that's just my opinion, of course. So, all right, let's see what we got on here. We may have to make this a little larger so I can read it. There we go. I did that. So here we go. I'm going to go over everybody's in here. Good morning to Lucinda, Noreen, Yvonne, King Paco, Silverheart, Phyllis. All right, let's see if anybody has an attitude they want to explain today. Yeah, I agree with you, Noreen. An instigator wants reaction. Let's see. King Paco wants to know how you are, Ray. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's not too bad today. I mean, I got up and with a better mood. Had 2 cups of coffee already. Decided to come on here and see if everybody is up and running. And it looks like you are. Uh, yeah. Silverheart wants to know how I am. I'm doing fine. Saying is, you be you. And that's a good idea. If you can keep people from influencing you too much in a negative manner, your whole life will be a lot better. So it's, I guess, don't let somebody be a groomer of your attitude. And there's a lot of people out there that love to groom people that are willing to listen to them long enough. Silverheart says, good to see you live. I'm usually on catch up. Phil says, yes, I agree, Ray. The greediness for money is making a lot of people ugly. Yeah, and sometimes the way they conduct themselves shows up on them physically as well. They forget how to smile, a natural smile. Uh, they contort their face in such a way as to scare little children, I think. And I've seen that from these people from time to time on their own channel, where they've made a baby cry because of the faces they made. Uh, I'm not going to call them out on it because obviously that's something they enjoy doing. Apparently, I don't. Good morning, Ray, for Sunshine Warriors. Well, how you doing there, Tanya? It is shining here. Is it shining down there too, in southern Iowa? Yeah, it's a good idea to hit the thumbs up. My my understanding, my channel is suffering dignity and and understanding. And apparently, uh, somebody out there didn't appreciate the singing. Well, another partner out there and I actually sang a song together, and we were just having some fun. And somebody got on there, and it must have wrinkled their ears because they sure talked about it a long time. Matter of fact, they gave more credence to it than it took for the time for us to even put it on the channel. I kind of got a kick out of it because if they didn't like it so bad, why did they spend so much time on it? They could have just come on there and said, "That's nothing but crapola," and walked away from it. But no, they had to go over and over and over it. They almost wore it out. Anyway, it was something to listen to. Not the song so much, but the negative connotations that were given over it. There's a channel out there that I don't know how many songs they put up there, and then they took the 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 music itself out of it so that they wouldn't get hammered with copyrights. I don't think they realized that anytime I put something up, uh, they're copyrighted, copyrighted, not by me, by the people that own the music itself. And anybody that's on YouTube doing things like that, uh, they won't get permission to broadcast them unless they are okayed by the copywriter themselves. And there for a while, that wasn't happening. I wasn't able to get anything up there. I'm not sure exactly why, but the people that owned some of them said no more of that. Although they kept them, and they were still making commercials and making money off from them. They just don't figure sometimes. I see John's in there. Good morning, John. Yeah, I heard that. One thing is, John, I guess you're going to have to go over. My understanding is the marshal's going to come and get Lisa and I, and you might have to come to the Huskow to see us. But if you do, bring a little bit and put it in our cafeteria money so we can sit down and have a good meal once in a while we're in there. I hope we don't get too bored, and you know how that goes. But so far, those channels haven't been accurate in what they said, so I don't know. I'm not going to hold my breath waiting for the marshal to knock on my door. I'm amazing. Marshall would come and get me on a state case. Oh well, I don't understand it. Uh, I'll have to let one of the non-lawyers explain it to me. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. That was the non-lawyer that made that comment, wasn't it? Well, the only thing I can say, John, don't hold your breath waiting for me to go to the Huskow. And yeah, I guess you and I are supposed to be interested in somebody. Uh, the way it was explained to me, some guy was holding on to his jewels while he was talking about us. Hard time talking. The saliva was coming out. He had this big rolled up tongue in his mouth. He had a hard time talking about it. Really, that was really something. And you know, from one week to the next, he changes things around so bad. That way, he don't have to claim it's the same thing he's talking about. He just does it over and over and over. But if I remember right, uh, this guy, I think I thought I seen one time where he tried to get you to do something, John. I don't understand why he would do that either. Here you are minding your own business out on a blacktop out there, and you were getting threatened by this yo-yo. And he got upset when you talked. He don't want you to talk to him. He don't want me to talk to him. He don't want me to talk about him. He's the only one that counts, I guess. Yeah, that same guy. He went after a former mayor over there. I think the guy was a former mayor of Chieftain, if I remember right. I hope he don't try to move to that town. That guy had a lot of friends. Terville, or Taryn, I see you on there. Who else did I miss on there? Teresa. Oh, you must have said something you shouldn't have said. Sorry about that. You want to get something across, be nice about it. And you'll get it out there. Let's see who else we got here. If I missed you, just come back up on there. Is that Gail? Okay, Gail Davis. Hi. Yeah, yesterday there was a lot of hoorah going on for sure. What gets me is some of the things that they talked about didn't make sense. Who'd have known? When somebody gets on there and thinks that I'm after them for something and they grab their jewels and start slobbering, I'm wondering who is after who. Oh Lord, yeah. And I took some heat over that song. I guess nobody ever told him that. Uh, Nobody. I'm not a professional, you know that. And, I just do it for hobby, sing on there a little bit. And I didn't put anything on there that says you have to listen to it either. Best part of it is you can hit it and knock it off anytime somebody wants to. They don't have to listen to any of that crap. But they still insist on coming in and give their attitude about it. This is from a guy that tries to sing camp songs, and he has to be careful how he does it, and he has to slow it down because he might bite. And he's famous for this rolled up thing, looks like a carpet with that somebody wiped their feet on. No, I'm not saying he's got a dirty tongue or dirty mouth. See, there you go. Yeah, there's plenty of people out there that like what I say. I said there's a lot of people out there like what I say, except for the negative people that keep coming on every week. You know what I mean. I just never get tired to listen to that. There you go. There you go. See, sometimes they laugh at the inappropriate times. Kind of like when that guy was explaining why he was in the bathroom talking on his phone. How do you explain something? He's in a courthouse and he's explaining he doesn't have to worry about himself. So he takes the phone and he goes into the bathroom, right? And then, I mean, I'm going to guess at this, right? And you can go along with me and you can understand this. It hasn't been that long ago. Some woman said he stuck his phone in front of her face and showed his pee-pee. Yeah, you heard me. Yeah, this same guy did that. All I can do is just laugh about it. I feel the same way y'all do. Here's a guy trying to explain away why I went to the bathroom during break time at the courthouse, and it would talk on his phone. I mean, he would have us believe he was talking on his phone, but when he was showing it to another woman out there, they explained it looked more like a mushroom. A mushroom, you know what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about. The description was there was some kind of a bend and like a cap or something on it and was kind of skinny at the bottom. You know the type of mushroom that would be, right? And now They call him Mr. Mushroom Man. Okay. All right. Yeah, we gotta quiet that down a little bit. I don't want that thing to get wore out. We will quit. We don't want to do too many jokes about a yo-yo. Yo-yos have been around a long time. I don't know if it's the Chinese that invented that little tool or not, but we all know what we're talking about. All right, let's go on here. Terry says that song was so sweet. Thank you. Silverheart, prayers up for Austin. Okay, everybody. I didn't catch on to what was going on there, but if please get prayers going for Austin. Fuel for furnace delivery gallons at $3.19 a gallon. Well, I remember years ago when it was 17 or 18 cents a gallon. Of course, that's been a long time ago. Silverheart says, John, hello. I hope you're keeping well under all this stress. Edie said, morning, Ray, just finished my video appointment with my endo. Silverheart says, thank you so much. Richard's on there. Good morning, Ray. Hey, Richard, is everything going okay for you? I see you're still free. You know that those people that are pursuing you, it sounds like they got the marshal coming my way or something. I guess they want to put Lisa and myself in jail. Did you hear anything about that? Is it what I'm wondering about? Is it the same? The people who are trying to deliver this summons for you, are they attached to that same marshal office or something like that, or is it just somebody putting stuff out there for drama value? You think? What? You know what I'm talking about. Oh well. Anybody else got anything to say about what drives our attitude? What drives is it the drama? Opinions? Does the opinion drive the drama? So, or do you listen to these people out there that don't know what they're talking about? Rich says, I'm doing okay. That's all bullshit. You have nothing to worry about. Okay, well, you never know. It's just one of those things. Yeah, that's what I did too. I laughed about it. And believe it or not, it helped me sleep better last night, knowing that I had a marshal out there guarding my house for me. I think that's what they were doing. You know, I get a lot of traffic out here. This is a dead end road out here, and well, there's four of us. There are four homes here that live on it, and when we get people coming down there, everybody notices it. Yeah, the cameras start picking up on them sometimes, and that's how I was able to catch the guy that decided to stalk my house. And now that I know who it is, it hasn't been back. Must have got the word. But anyway, that's one of the benefits of living on a street where if somebody comes down, everybody sees it. They look at it. They wonder what you're doing. Let's see. Look, I heard one of my phone out there was dinging away. So somebody either tried to call me or something. By the way, I am going to keep it pretty short today, and there's a reason. Leslie is going to be on here, and not on my show, on her show. It's going to be live this morning, and I really don't want to interfere with it. She's got a lot more things going than I do. And, you never know. I only give a little bit of content today, but I'm sure these channels have been talking out there. they will go over and over and over every word, and they're going to go over all the things that we talked about this morning. Uh, what I'll do is I'll come back in the next day or two. What I'm doing is giving you a little, a little bit to think about this attitude thing. Uh, what do you think drives it all? Do you think it's fair? And do you get influenced by somebody else's speech? Do you stand on your own 2 feet? Luthman says, I'm laying low till it springs. You've seen a preview of what is coming for German the pocket rocket. Oh, heck. My understanding is it didn't go all that well for him in court, but he would have you thinking a little different. Uh, looks like somebody named Sparkplug was making inappropriate things on our channel. Shame on him. Ram man message deleted. You know, I think I've got this thing set for that you got to be a member for a week. Ram man, he must. I hear Jeremy's looking for people like you, Ram man. Maybe you're him. Who knows? You heard me. All these people come in here and they try to say something they shouldn't. Oh, it's self-explanatory. They don't have a whole lot of sense to make, and they just think they can go anywhere and shit all over it. But this is pretty much a clean channel. At least we try to think it is. Did you turn off your subscriber mods? I don't think I did. It should be on there. It should. As a matter of fact, I thought it said you had to be on there a week, but I don't see it up here on there. Timothy says good morning. Anyway, everybody out there, look, I'll try to come on here tomorrow. This is kind of a test run. I'm using a different mic, and it seems to be rattling. I'm not sure exactly why. I'll try to get it working a little better by tomorrow or the next day. Come back with your opinions about this attitude thing. It seems like it's getting pretty crappy out there. They're not making a lot of sense. A lot of words are being twisted, and they're making threats to different people out here that don't make sense to me. I guess it's time for Robbie and I to talk about the bikini, the bikini FBI agents out there. Last year we had talked to them on here. That's right, we did. But just to let you know, it was a comedy skit, and it probably needs to be done again so that people can get on here and have a little bit of a laugh for it. Yeah, that who knows. Anyway, I'm going to see you a little later. I hope Leslie should be on here by now. She said she's going to do it live this morning. I'm going to go over and check, see how it's going. Hope all of you will do the same thing. I want all of you to have a good day. Tanya says she wasn't going to be here very long. She's just reading past comments. Johanna, thank you, Richard. I'd give Ray's loyal viewers a preview. Do that. Let's see. Okay. I copied the link, and I'm going to go check it out, Richard. So, everybody, I want you to have a good day, and apologize for keeping it so short. I had other things I wanted to look at. I wanted to test this stuff out. As boring as it is, and I know a lot of people use the same darn thing. I've had this little box here that I'm using today. I've had that a long time. It's not something new. I've got another one that's got something like 200 of those on there. Let me see. Actually, I've got one on here that's got 342 different ways to control the mic. It's something I've had it for 7 or 8 years. I just don't use it too much on any place else. I have a different channel that I use things on, and I don't mix the channels up. By the way, I don't. It's not like Rumble and this thing. One of the channels I've got out there does not allow swearing or anything. It's more like a club for us to join it. Just a different type of system I enjoy. Anyway, talk to you later. Am I going to end it? Right here. And John says, ta ta. Come on back.